but they're not a team that's going to dominate for long stretches.
Well, inconsistency is the word. Sometimes they'll lose a game they probably should have won, and they show you how hard it is to sustain success in this league.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Holiday out there with Shaedon Sharpe. Then there's Toumani Camara. Then there's Donovan Clingan. And it's Avdija in at the 4 spot. And for the Bucks, Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Gary Trent is out there with Rollins. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. So, Tim, for teams off to a really slow start, there's pressure to get it together before it's too late, and there's not enough time to make it up.
Well, it's early, so teams still have time. I think some teams have been affected by injury or just slow starts by individual players. It's not too late, but you can't wait too long either.
And so it's Milwaukee now, following the shot by Jrue Holiday. Pass to Rollins. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Inside. And Giannis throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed. Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Outside Holiday. We're about 1 minute into the first. Clingan finds Sharpe. Clock at 6. He's looking for Clingan and finds him.
I tell you, not only does Clingan set sturdy screens, he knows how to make himself available for the pass.
Rollins the pass to Turner. On the wing, Giannis. Here's Rollins. Bucks passing it around. Stolen by Avdija. One-on-one fast break. And finished off by Avdija.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Well, if you have an opening, hit that gas pedal, and you will get it easy, too.
Now here's Giannis. You talk about a player who can absolutely light it up. He averages over 31 points a game. He takes it in. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
I don't know that anyone covers as much ground in 1 or 2 strides as Giannis.
Pass to Camara. Now Avdija. Camara with it. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. Holiday, no one around him. Now Clingan. The tray. Here's Avdija. And finally they hit one. Avdija's got his second bucket.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Rollins grabs the board.
He was bothered just enough to miss that shot. That's good work by the defense.
Greg, over the last 9 seasons, the Bucks with the second most wins in the regular season.
I mean, a dominant run to be sure. Now, not to mention the franchise's second ever title back in 21. Those are things you can never take away.
Here's Sharpe following the score by Miles Turner. A nice shot by Clingan. Clingan's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, Clingan isn't just tall. He's also got some meat on him. That comes in handy against the physical defense.
Now, here's Green. Hasn't made one yet. Giannis inside. Defended by Avdija.
And Antetokounmpo slamming it down there, using his sensational will to finish with the flush.
That one goes. Count it.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Here's Rollins. His last outing, he had 24 points. Giannis against Avdija. Giannis kicks to Green. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo. A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Now, here's Sharp. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Here's Rollins. Here's Trent. Giannis outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass to Klingon. Holiday. Klingon, the screen for Holiday. Klingon with it. He's against Turner. Klingon's shot is off. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Here's Giannis. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points. Portland's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Holiday finds Kamara. Now Sharp. Back to Kamara. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Avdia. And it's Klingon with the jam.
I love how hard Klingon works that offensive glass, using his size in that situation.
Pass to Rollins. Over in the corner, Green. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Now Sharp. Outside Holiday. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots.
Outside Turner. On the wing, Giannis. With the
Unreal.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping it.
It's stolen. Sharp against Trent. Pass to Rollins. Back to Trent. And that one is stuffed right through.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Now, here's Sharp. Still yet to score. Avdia, a screen on Trent. Sharp against Trent. 4 on the shot clock. And it's the Bucks on the break. Nice shot by Antetokounmpo. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bucks.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Bucks leading by 5. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Trent passes to Turner. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Giannis has got 14.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Pass to Kamara. And the wide open shot from Avdia. And just miss after miss right now. Down low. Stolen by Avdia. Now Kamara. Back to Avdia. Green against Sharp. Klingon the screen for Sharp to the paint. And it's Klingon with the jam.
It doesn't get any easier than this. Klingon looks to slam that one down whenever he gets a chance.
Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Avdia. Antetokounmpo, no good. Trailblazers trail by 5. Outside, Avdia. Sharp on the wing. Defended by Trent. Pass to Avdia. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. Now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead.
It continues to make plays offensively, having a very efficient quarter.
Rollins against Holiday. Antetokounmpo dishes to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Big man play by Turner, using that nearly 7-foot frame to get through the contact.
Pass to Klingon. Holiday against Rollins. It's blocked.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Here's Turner. And it's Portland with the rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one. Avdia gets the bucket. Avdia's got 9.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays really help team chemistry.
And timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's ready to talk things through with them. A new lineup here for the Bucks. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard. What a season it's been for these teams on the offensive glass. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
And that's the way they have to play in order to win. They've got rebounders, so they've got to go after those second and third opportunities whenever they can.
1:36 left to play here in the first. Anthony, the pass to Kuzma. Portis, a screen on Grant. A wide open look here for Kuzma. That 3 off the mark. Portland trailing here. Beyond the arc. Grant, that's good.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Inside, Portis. Off target with the jump hook.
Well, they did a great job putting a body on him, and they didn't allow him to convert.
Grant dishes to Love. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And it's a 3-point Portland lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
There's 45 seconds left here in the first quarter. Harris setting the pick for Kuzma. Looking to end the run. And that one comes up a bit short. Portland leading by 3. Down low. Here's Yang. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Bobby Portis.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Portland shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Nancy's checked in for Amir Coffey. Cook, he's checked in for Portland. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 24 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Kuzma outside. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. To stop the run. That one misses. Danny Avdia, he's been the guy making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
They clearly wanted to be the more physical team, and they are setting the tone that way. I love the work.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second quarter. You got Jeremy Grant, who's out there with Murray, and it's Yang in at the center, filling out the middle. Tim, when you think about how the game is currently being played, how hard do you think it is to defend?
It's a lot tougher than it used to be because you have much more ground to cover defensively with the number of three-point shooters that are on the floor, plus the number of guys that understand how to draw fouls.
And the league changes, don't they, in the way they officiate, so that is kind of an ever-changing way to grasp what you do on the defensive end.
Yeah, the league has tried to help defenders, give them a little bit more leeway because of how difficult it is to defend this level of skill.
Now, here's Grant. 33 points last game. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
But what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Portis is screen on Love. Here's Anthony, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Anthony against Love. Now, here's Grant, guarded closer. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Pass to Anthony. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Now, here's Grant. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's foul number 2 for him.
All right, that's 2 fouls, not a big deal, but you don't want to pick up that third before the half.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Here's Grant. He's got 5. Driving in, and Grant slams it home.
Wow, that is some serious mid-air creativity. Look at Jeremy Grant.
Anthony, the pass to Kuzma. And here is Anthony. Pass to Kuzma. Five to shoot, and Grant sends it back.
Well, you saw Grant continuing to move his feet, and he put himself in great position for that block.
Anthony with it, picked up by Love. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
First one falls for him. Some changes here for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Trent comes in for Gary Harris. And Rollins subbed in for Jackson. So Anthony nails both of them. Here's Holiday. 5 points in the game. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trail Blazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys, back to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw.
And for Jeremy Grant, what an interesting journey. He's been a go-to guy, a role player, a starter, second team member. I mean, he's done it all.
And he's good on the second. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Bulls.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And I know all too well missing free throws can become contagious, and that's what happened to them.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Bobby Portis.
Oh, that was a tough bucket from Grant, one of the most underrated scorers in this league.
He shot 2 free throws in the game, made one and missed one.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
One shot.
Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
Holiday with the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Bucks trail by 4. Giannis. Oh, what a slam!
Clean that up!
Oh, my. That is freakish skill from Giannis.
And the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, he gives up a few inches to most of his matchups, but his ability to rise above always gives him a chance.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 18. Trent outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. And that one's in. He's only missed 3 of 13.
Every aspect of Giannis's game showing tonight. Just unreal.
Pass to Kamare. And here is Grant, covered by Giannis. Giannis flies the other way.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
And that confidence has carried over to tonight. He is playing great basketball.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Miles Turner, he's checked in for the Bucks. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Klingen's checked in. To Kamare. A nice shot by Klingen. Klingen's got 10 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Giannis. Oh, Antetokounmpo! Explosive on the drive.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Grant in the post, defended by Trent. And it's Klingen with the jam.
Oh, getting fancy now, Klingen. Wow.
Trent outside. Pass to Antetokounmpo. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Trailblazers with the lead. Outside Holiday. Here's Klingen. Turner covering. Anthony in the corner from downtown. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 3 assists in the game. And so it's Holiday with it. They'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Now here is Holiday. He's got 5.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
Giannis passes to Rollins. Back to Giannis. And there's the drop. Wow, what a play!
Unbelievable!
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Yeah, Grant finding opportunities, and he's not wasting them. You could tell he is having fun out there.
Giannis against Avdia. Turner with a screen on Avdia. And it's under the Giannis showing creativity.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The shot by Holiday, no good. Milwaukee leading by 3, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And so now a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Green checked in for Cole Anthony. And a switch here also for Portland. Sharp's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Clinging with the steal. Trent against Sharp. Picked his pocket. And Turner with a clear path to the rack. Pass to Rollins. Back to Turner. Trent outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's good on the 3-ball. Trent's got 5 now.
Sweet pass from Turner. He's really been working on his ability to pass the ball.
Now Sharp. Outside, Avdia. Avdia, a screen on Green. Pass to Sharp. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Milwaukee leading by 6. Right side, Green. Shoots. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 5th rebound in this one. In the corner, Kamara with it. Off target from 3-point range.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open 3.
It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Avdia's got 6 rebounds in the game. Turner with the steal. Antetokounmpo against Avdia. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Turner's got the lead up to 8 now for Milwaukee.
Now, effort points by Turner, working hard inside, getting rewarded with some points.
Now Kamara. No scoring in this one. To stop the drought. Rebound Milwaukee. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Trent, that's a 2-pointer. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Giannis has got 3 assists tonight. On the wing, Holiday. Covered by Rollins. Pass to Klingon. Now Kamara. Holiday finds Kamara. Looking for Avdia and gets it there. The second chance effort. And the rejection by Giannis. And here's the upcoming schedule for the Trailblazers. On Friday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
In that matchup against the Bucks, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Now here's Giannis. Following the miss by Denny Avdia. Green with a screen on Sharp. On deep, Trent, and Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Sharp, the pass to Avdia. Yep, it counts. Avdia's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Trailblazers. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys are defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Let's call it what it was. They got overwhelmed. The matchups were just not in their favor.
Milwaukee shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Really hasn't come together for them as a group in terms of free throw shooting, just around 70% on the season.
And he knocks down the first one.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
No good on the second free throw.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
Good on the bucket. Holiday's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock.
Well, he has been pretty much unstoppable this quarter, and his team is thriving as a result.
Pass to Holiday. There's 38 seconds left in the second quarter. Trent against Sharp to the middle. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I think sometimes the best option is to foul Klingon and take your chances sending him to the line.
Portland shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. And the first one drops.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And Klingon drops them both.
And really the only question going forward for Klingon, can he keep up with the foot speed in the NBA?
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Pass to Trent. Releases. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist in this one. Sharp against Trent. Up top, Sharp. He got it up. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so at 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Well, thank you, guys. Doc Rivers here with us now. Coach, you're ahead at the half. What was the difference?
We got stops, we were out running a little bit, and then we had great spacing against their zone. Well, listen, we started making shots. That always helps.
It sure does. Thanks, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so is our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
And that game against the Warriors, on paper, these teams are pretty even. So what will be the determining factor there, Ernie? I'm not sure, but they got to avoid mental errors.
Shaq, you agree with Kenny?
Not on most things, but this case, yeah,
Maybe.
Yes.
It took you too long.
Shifting gears now, what a game we've seen from Giannis in that first half.
It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's Giannis dominating this contest, playing old school bully ball inside and facing up defenders anytime they push him off the block. This dude is unstoppable.
Just another MVP level performance.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team.
Bucks leading by 9. Turner at center with Antetokounmpo next to him. Rollins is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Green in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Here's Kamara. Nothing on the board. Drills the three-pointer.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Avdia. Green with a screen on Holiday. Rollins the pass to Trent. The shot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
But it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo is unlocking a new aspect of his game. He said, quote, "I never initiate my offense from the high post, but Doc told me that you can be very effective there. It's hard for people to show a crowd, and you're one step closer to the basket. I plan to stay there for the rest of my career." Kevin, back to you.
Clearly a new wrinkle. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. And the second free throw, good. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Sharp against Trent. Sharp, the pass to Avdia. Back to Sharp. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The offensive rebound. Outside Holiday. Avdia against Giannis. There's a screen by Kamara. Avdia can't hit.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Trent finds Turner. Back to Trent. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo converts inside.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
The rotations right now are just not good enough. That's going to be a problem defensively all night.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Antetokounmpo. Averaging about 31 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
Yeah, it's all about great energy, and he brings that part to the game. His teammates feed off of that.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Sharp. Abdi on the wing. Antetokounmpo defending. Kamara. Rollins grabs the board. Milwaukee leading by 11. It's Trent on the wing. Defended by Sharp. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
Well, he's having a huge night, and so is this offense, just rolling right now.
Pass to Klingon. Antetokounmpo with the steal. And Giannis throws it down.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
Now, here's Sean. Still without a basket. Outside, Avdia. Will it go? Portland again, missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Turner with the screen for Giannis. Trent outside. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from 11. And it's Portland with the rebound. Klingon's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Here's Kamare. Guarded by Green. Here's Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Trent outside. The Bucks working the ball around. And it's Green missing.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Trent against Avdia. Pass to Klingon. Banked in off the glass. 16 points for Donovan Klingon.
And when someone as big as Donovan Klingon gets going, he's so hard to stop. Keep feeding the big fella.
Here's Rollins. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. On deep, Trent. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And now that's 1-3 in each half. He is trying to make the most of those three-point opportunities.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And a perfect time here to look at all the teams that score the most points off turnovers. Here are the real stats, real scores from the real NBA. 5th best, the Trailblazers.
They're so aware defensively. I mean, an opportunistic group in terms of forcing miscues and getting out in transition. And boy, do they do a great job of taking advantage.
Here's Kamare. He has yet to score. Pass to Sharp. Shot clock at 6. Klingon, the screen for Sharp. Tries again. And there's a nice layup by Klingon. Klingon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got 8 rebounds in this game. Pass to Holiday. Trent against Sharp. Now Kamara. And the lead is down inside single digits. Kamara's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Trent outside. Giannis a screen on Sharp. Back to Antetokounmpo. Oh, and Antetokounmpo hammers it in.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Klingon. Back to Holiday. Now Avdia launches a 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Loads it up for Giannis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Kamara. From outside, off the mark. Bucks leading by 11. To the inside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Outside, Green. It's tipped. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Trailblazers. In the early season, they find themselves down in 9th place.
And seeing where Portland is, they haven't packed any big surprises into the early part of this season. They're right in the middle of the NBA's pecking order.
And this is just about where I thought they'd be. The truth is, to get to the next level for this team, they're probably going to need to make a big trade at some point.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Milwaukee making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Portland. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Holiday, the pass to Sharp. Back to Holiday. Pass to Kamara. 5 on the clock. Grant gets a wide open look. Drains it from beyond the arc. Grant's got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Trent outside. Here's Rollins, guarded by Holiday. Left side, Portis. Now here's Turner. Back to Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Rollins. Portland grabs the miss.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now, here's Grant. 18 points for him. And the basket by Kamara.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Rollins against Holiday. And he makes that one. And the Bucks lead by 7.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Holiday. 9 points in the game so far. Klingon the screen for Grant from deep. A shot off that time.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
Holiday against Rollins. Outside, Green. Green with a screen on Sharp. Here's Trent, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely, and it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
And now this offense feels like they can just do whatever they want.
Here's Grant following the bucket by the Bucks. Whoa! He flew in there.
Wow!
Oh, Jeremy Grant. Post that up on social media.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. 1:32 left in the third. And timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Turner. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Gary Trent. Harris is checked in for Green, and Anthony subbed in for Rollins. .127 left in the third quarter. Pass to Kuzma. Stolen by Grant. Jumps up. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, he is an excellent athlete. Grant is always a threat in transition.
Giannis against Avdija. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Outside, Avdija. Grant sets a screen for Avdija. Makes it off the glass. Now just a 3-point Bucks lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Portis, and it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Harris passes to Giannis. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Now, here's Avdija. He's got 16. Buries it down low. Avdija's got 7 points for the quarter.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, there's really been an uptick in intensity. Just look at the way these guys are battling on the glass and for loose balls.
Here's Anthony, 7 points in the game. And here's Harris from the arc. A shot, no good. And here's Avdija. And that one released in time, but no good. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
All right, keep fighting. We got to be solid. What did I say? The last word was discipline on defense. All right? Discipline on defense. All right, let's go.
And you hear him, Doc Rivers, pleading with his guys to band together and get some stops.
It's a good point. I mean, it's an area of the game where just one weak link can sink the efforts of everybody else. He's telling every guy in that huddle, you have to man up and stick together.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, Avdija out there with Grant. Then there's Murray, and it's Yang in at the 5 spot. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Portis in the post, defended by Avdia. Pocket 6, Antetokounmpo.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Trailblazers trail by 5. Grant with a screen on Anthony. Here's Rupert. Grant down low. He's against Kuzma. No good with the triple. Bucks leading by 5. Outside Anthony. To the paint. And Grant sends it back.
And what tenacious defense from Grant, outworking the offensive player there and coming up with the rejection.
And that one, good.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
He is in attack mode every time up the floor, every single night.
Now here's Giannis. The rebound by Grant. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Rejected by Harris. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Milwaukee. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Klingen's checked in. Shot clock at 3. Here's Grant. Portland again missing. Milwaukee leading by 3. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Defended by Avdia. Anthony nowhere around. Offline with his 3. For Portland, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the 4th. A lot of misses, just the one make. Klingen finds Avdia. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
They're doing damage for the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
The first free throw is good. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Outside Anthony. Down low. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
It may be the most bankable play in this offense. Antetokounmpo on the roll with the finish.
Avdia, the pass to Grant. There's a good screen. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Klingen. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Klingen's got 20.
And wow, what skill for Klingen to take over a game in his first season.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Here's Anthony. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Inside, stolen by Avdia.
Now, this is a guy the coaches trust. He's so deliberate with the ball in his hands.
Out left to the wing. Here's Rupert. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. And here are the Trailblazers now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Outside, Avdia. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Klingon. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
Klingon knows how to use that size, both as a screener and a finisher.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Some changes here for the Bucks. A.J. Green, he's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Trent comes in for Gary Harris. And Rollins subbed in for Anthony. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. Coach wasn't very animated in this tight game, but asked this of his team. How bad do you want it? Right now, this is all about who wants it more. So go out there and take it, guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Avdia dishes to Holiday. Pass to Sharp. There's a screen by Kamara. Down low. And slam dunk by Kamara.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Rollins with a screen on Avdia. Here's Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Pass to Klingon. Outside Holiday. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Now here's Giannis. And it's Donovan Klingon with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Avdia against Giannis. Dismissed. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Six on the shot clock. Giannis sets a screen for Trent. No good on the 3. Portland has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Sharp finds Klingon. Now here's Sharp. Fades and shoots. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Trent outside. Turner with a screen on Sharp. Outside Turner. This one for 3. Drains the three-pointer.
And the uniqueness of Turner, an elite shot blocker who has deep range on that jumper.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Personal foul. Second team foul. Outside Holiday. Pass to Sharp. Just 5 to shoot. Clingan the screen for Sharp. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bucks have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. On deep, Trent. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Turner's got 5 assists tonight. Trailblazers trail by 5. Holiday with it. In the corner, Kamara with it. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth and even 50%. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis' double. Outside Turner from the arc. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the middle. Here's Clingan. And it's Clingan with the jam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now here's Turner. Bucks passing it around. And here's Trent outside. And Clingan pulls it down. Trailblazers trail by 3. To the paint. Looking for Avdia and gets it there. Sharp. That's good.
And this young guy is already imposing his will on the game. Sharp, someone you can count on in the moment.
Collins the pass to Turner. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Giannis' double. It's Turner. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
Easy to understand why they go to Turner here. They trust in his ability to come through.
Outside Holiday. To take the lead. Does not go. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's Turner. Here's Rollins. Antetokounmpo. Cleared away by Avdia. Now Kamara. Now Avdia. Driving the lane. And there's the dunk.
Well, his scoring ability is why this game is all tied up. A few more key possessions like that, and they could start to pull away.
Here's Rollins. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Trent from outside. Cleared away by Avdia. Here's Kamara. Headed by Green. Now Holiday. And here's Sharp. To take the lead. Does not go in.
Chalk run up for the defense. They forced a difficult shot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. .107 left here in the fourth quarter. Rollins against Holiday.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He sinks the clutch free throw. Second one is good. Being both at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, critical that he's able to convert there. Now they've taken the lead.
Trent against Sharp. Here's Avdia. Outside Holiday. 5 to shoot. Late in the clock. He gets it to fall.
Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Turner with a screen for Antetokounmpo. Into the lane, and he jams it in.
There is no question Antetokounmpo is a star in this league. This team trusts him to make the big shot.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, there's no room for error here. They need to draw up something that they can execute quickly.
Four seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Sharp. Good.
Oh, huge bucket from Sharp. You know he's got to be feeling good after that one.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Takes the 13-footer. That does not go. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. And we'll be back with you right after this. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. We've got Donovan Clingan. Tamani Kamara is out there with Denny Avdia. Then it's Holiday, and it's Sharp, and at the 2. Outside, Trent. It's Turner. Stolen by Holiday. Now, Avdia. Oh, the slam dunk.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Kamara with it. Here's Holiday. Outside, Avdia. 6 to shoot. launches it. Another chance here. He gets the bucket on the way in.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
And throw it down, big fella. Turn way above the rim.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor as we've gotten this overtime period underway. Avdia, a screen on Trent. Shaden Sharp. Lets loose a 3. Cleared away by Turner.
Tonight has just not been his night. It's that simple. Luckily, they have found success elsewhere.
Rising up and ripping down the two-hand jam.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now, here's Sharp. Holiday sets the pick for Sharp. He answers with a dunk of his own.
We'd heard the stories about Sharp and how impressive his vertical is. Now we see it on full display.
Giannis with it, defended by Avdia. We're in OT here with just over 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside, Trent to take the lead. Sharp rips down the rebound. The Trailblazers with the lead. Holiday goes in.
Great speed and tricks on the drive. Holiday excels at putting defenses in those compromising positions.
2 shots. That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
You know, a word you hear a lot around Drew Holiday is underrated. Enough really doesn't get said about his abilities on the floor, how he can affect the game on both ends.
Good on both.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Now onto the Kumbo. And they double up Giannis. Outside, Trent. It's Turner. No good.
And he's easily been their best rebounder tonight.
Well, he plays with incredible determination. Want to is a skill, and he has it.
Now Sharp. Outside, Avdia. And the rejection by Giannis. Collins against Howard. Here's Rollins. Now onto the Kumbo. Turner off the glass.
And answering the bell, Turner with confidence.
Portland's gone 0 of 3 from long range so far in this overtime period. Missed on the 3.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you.
Onto the Kumbo with a clever move.
And you know he knows he's the leader of this team. Giannis embracing the opportunity to come through with big baskets.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. Trent against Sharp. Oh, what a play inside.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
Yeah, and looking at how much time they have, I think it's likely we'll see them try to get a good look and score quickly.
Trent up top, defended by Sharp. Rollins against Holiday. Here's Rollins. Can't get it. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
And so they foul intentionally.
Gary Trent Jr. Second personal foul. Taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved. A full team effort. Good.
And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Taking 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now.
He'll tip it, saves him with the putback.
Wow, that is just great work, and he got rewarded with that tip-in.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin.